I want that dog. So Prey is the latest film in the Predator franchise, this one acting as a prequel to Predator. In Prey, we follow a character named Naru, portrayed by Amber Midthunder, a highly skilled warrior in her tribe who's trying to protect said tribe from one of the first predators to land on Earth. Alrighty guys, so let's get into Prey.
Excellent!
The Predator franchise is one of the few action franchises that I'm not very well versed in. I will say this much though, I love the first Predator film. It's actually one of my favorite action films. Predators is a film that I do enjoy. Alien vs. Predator I think is okay but very generic. And the Predator, well, we won't go into that film too much even though I love Shane Black, but that movie is just a misfire. I was looking forward to Prey for one particular reason, and that's because of Dan Trachtenberg, the director of this film. If you guys don't know that name, you may know the film he made back in 2016 called 10 Cloverfield Lane. If you haven't seen that film, guys, I highly recommend it. It is such an incredible directorial debut, and it is one of the best thrillers I saw in the last decade. He also directed the pilot episode for The Boys, which is one of the best pilots I have ever seen. When I heard it was only coming to streaming services, I did get a little worried. I still had a lot of optimism knowing that it was Dan Trachtenberg and knowing how much I loved that first Predator film. And guys, I gotta tell you right now, Prey is a badass movie. Amber Midthunder is such a badass in this film. I loved her character in this film. Since she's a female, she's not really expected to do anything more than what females were expected to do back in those days. There's a certain line of dialogue that she says to, I believe it's her mother or her brother, in which they're going like, why do you hunt? She replies back saying, because you guys don't think I can do it. Naru is smart, she's cunning, she's very capable, and she is definitely very capable of holding her own against the Predator in this film, which I'll get into later on. Other characters have this expectation of her, and I love that she's a character that wants to destroy those expectations that other people put upon her. As a person that is like that, I can totally relate to that, and when she shows what she can actually do, when she's actually capable of, there were times where I almost stood up and I cheered. I would love to see a sequel with this character because I love this character so much. Not to mention as well that I love the bond that she has with her brother, knowing that her brother is one of the few people that actually does support and what she wants to do despite what others say of her. I love that relationship that she has with her dog. Oh my god. The dog in this film is one of the best dogs I have seen in the movie in a long time. What I love the most about Prey is the film's story. Prey does take place in the Predator franchise, and the Predator franchise for the most part is a movie where these people hunt for creatures. What I loved about Prey's story is that yes, it is a hunting movie in a certain way, but really, I looked at this movie as a coming-of-age film, and that's the best way I could describe Prey more than anything else. Prey is essentially a coming-of-age film within the Predator franchise. It's also an underdog story, and it's a story that I absolutely love. I love the journey of Naru, of her trying to prove herself to her tribe, but also trying to make herself better as a hunter. It takes everything back to that first film, where it's about these people trying to hunt, going on a mission where a life form goes down, picking off these guys one by one. Something else I gotta talk about as well. The Predator design of this movie. The Predator hasn't looked so badass in a long time. Honest to God, since the first Predator film. When you see this thing near the end of the film, oh my god, did that Predator look amazing in this film. The action sequences of Prey are so well done. Everything is so well filmed, which speaking of well filmed, I'll touch upon that shortly. It's also brutal. I mean, oh my god, the film is brutal. Speaking of brutal, I do want to clarify something really quick. To all of you who are expecting a very gory Prey movie, it's not as gory as some are saying it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are definitely some parts where it gets brutal. I mean, there are some parts where it does get very, very brutal, where the Predator will do some really badass things. There is a particular fight sequence in this movie that takes place in one shot, to which my hat's off to Dan Trachtenberg, the cinematographer and the fight choreographer. It's well choreographed, and there are times when those hits will make you go like, Damn! The cinematography by Jeff Cutler, or Jeff Cutter, it's either Cutler or Cutter, I'll put your name right here. I am so sorry, dude, because your cinematography here is absolutely beautiful, showing these beautiful landscapes of the lush forest and the beautiful landscapes of the tribe that Naru is with. There are certain shots of this movie, especially in the dark, that look absolutely beautiful, primarily using greens, some blues. I mean, the greens in this film pop out so much. The cinematography here is absolutely beautiful. The musical score of this film is incredible. Now, I think her name is Sarah Schneider. I'll put her name right here once again. But the score of this movie is incredible. There are times where the score definitely got my heart racing. In particular, one of the first times where they actually went hunting, going after this thing, it just sounded just so damn cool.
Well, that's just fucking great!
While Prey is a badass film, I unfortunately do have a few issues with this movie. Starting off, the dialogue. Now here's the thing. For the most part, Prey is a very well written film. There are a couple of lines of dialogue that just didn't fit. Now, here's the thing. I was not watching the Comanche dub, which I think would help this issue, but at the same time, if you're watching the regular American dialogue for Prey, I feel like there's a couple of lines of dialogue that just don't fit with what's going on in Prey. If you've seen all the Predator films, which I have not, there's a couple of references they will definitely pick up on. I have not seen all the Predator films. However, there is one reference in Prey that felt a little tacked on.
And here we go.
So overall, Prey was badass. I cannot believe that Prey was given a streaming release rather than a theatrical release. Just when you watch this movie, it feels like it was made to be seen on the big screen. Dan Trachtenberg has not only created a terrific prequel to the Predator franchise, but just a terrific Predator film in general. And not to mention that Amber Midthunder is a star. Issues aside, nonetheless, Prey was such an awesome movie, and all in all, I'm gonna give Prey a 4.5 out of 5. Guys, if you have Hulu, check this movie out immediately. It is such a, like I said before, this movie is just badass. So comment down below and let me know, out of all the Predator films, which one is your favorite? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat, so if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links in the usernames are in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of Prey. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see any of my previous 2 reviews, please click on right there or right there. And then of course until my next review or video goes live, I'll see you all next time.